we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
Paul! Greg! Hey, you guys. Hey, there. Hey, man. So you guys going to the party?
No, it's not for me.
Come on, Paul, lighten up, man. It's gonna be a great party.
Yeah.
Paul, life is for enjoying. Come on with us, man. Come on.
Look, you guys, we're seniors. You guys act like it's the end of the world. We're going on our mission soon anyway. You guys in less than a year, so what's the big deal? You're running out of time, Paul.
That's exactly why I'm not going.
Give me a break.
Utah. You are watching Mormon Talk with Carson O. Kimball and Brett O'Call.
Hello, everyone. We are back. So sorry for the wait to keep you all waiting. We've just had a couple snafus, and you know what? We're very glad everyone's here anyway. My name's Carson O. Kimball.
And I am Brett O'Call.
And we are Mormon Talk. For anyone who's new to the show, we are a call-in show based out of Lehi, Utah. And we started off, with the intention of focusing on answering questions about our faith. We are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But since starting the show, we figured that, a lot of people have other things on their mind and maybe want to ask some advice from Brett and I. Or maybe to share something uplifting. And so we're very grateful for all of our viewers. If you're new, welcome. Please subscribe. Sorry, I'm rushing myself. Oh my gosh.
I know. We feel terrible about being so late. There was some late submissions to Talent Talk, and we had to get those in the mix, and then some other stuff going on, and I had some business I was taking care of right before, so I was a little late on my own as well. So it's been a kerplunkel over here at the Kimball household.
100% agree. But either way, all that matters is that we are here, we are together, we are ready to go. And also another thing for anyone who's new. Today is the first Monday of the month of June. Every first Monday of every month, we have a special segment called Talent Talk. Talent Talk is a special time where viewers of Mormon Talk send in talent submissions in form of art or videos or dancing or singing or all sorts of,
whatever talents you have.
Right, a big, wacky variety of things. And we share them live here on the show. This is a family-friendly program, and we are committed to that, and we are so grateful for everyone who is committed to that also. And we hope that we can just enjoy the show tonight. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and open up the phone lines and spend some time together before we begin. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O. Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hello, this is Randy.
Hello, Randy.
Welcome to the show, Randy.
So I have to ask. This is the question on everyone's mind. How was the party?
You know, it was an absolute stomper, if I may say so myself.
Yeah. I think that you give special meaning to that. Brett was stomping. He was. You should have heard his boots clacking when he and his wife were doing some swing dancing. But yeah, go ahead and tell them about that.
You know, I wish more of you could have come. It was really fantastic.
Yeah, we didn't see very many Mormon Talk.
Kim and Gerald.
Not Kim.
Kim and Gerald. Carol and Jim. Oh my! What happened there? Anyway, it was nice meeting you guys. You know, it was an absolute pleasure. So thank you for coming out. And,
if you're in the chat, do a shout out.
Yeah, this is your shining moment.
Yeah, we had a very special time. We actually had some live music going on, and a special thank you to Ryan Shoup and the Rubber Band for their incredible backyard performance. They didn't have all the amplifiers out.
It was intimate. It was very intimate.
More acoustic and intimate. Yeah,
I loved it. It was one of my favorite shows that they've ever done, and it was right in my own backyard. I couldn't believe it. It's crazy
because we were set to pay them for the show, but they ended up just doing it for free.
Well, I mean, they did do it for some corn.
That's true. That's definitely true. We did exchange some ears of corn. These guys, let me tell you, they can eat corn.
And so anyway, the highlight of the night. Rand, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, excellent. Never mind, Randy. Anyway, I got to do a little song with them. They know that I play banjo, and so you know they wanted to get me.
Beautifully, you're the best banjo player I've ever heard.
He's up there with the greats.
Stop,
I think,
you guys.
I think that you fit in pretty well with the band, by the way.
Well,
you've got the look, you've got the skill.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're welcome, Brett.
No, it was a fantastic time, and you know, my wife and I really appreciated everyone and Carson for helping set up and all that stuff. So thank you for coming along. And
wonderful, absolutely. Scarlett and I loved it. It was so fun.
It was a blowout.
We were afraid it was going to rain because there were rain clouds looming all over Utah Valley. But
they couldn't keep us down.
But there was no rain. It's a remarkable because it rained around the area that we were in Lehigh. But there was even wetness down a couple blocks away.
Well, it's sprinkled for a moment. There was a light just pitter patter.
Ryan Shoup and the Rubber Band did not get rained on. The corn did not get rained on. The other, snacks that we had did not get rained on. It was a wonderful night.
A miracle.
Maybe so. It was a wonderful event, and we wish that there were more of you guys there with us at the corn roast and bluegrass backyard bash.
Backyard blowout. That's what that was.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for your question, Randy, and I hope you enjoy Talent Talk.
All right, thanks. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Randy.
Well, wonderful. I wish that there were more people in attendance. That's for sure.
I think we should do it again before next year. Maybe before the summer goes out. It'll be a corn and watermelon fest this time.
Oh,
I mean there was watermelon, but
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson
and Brett. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hello, this is.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson
and Brett. How are you doing tonight?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I'm a huge fan of the show.
Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome on.
That is fantastic.
Thanks. The one thing I have to bring up to you guys is that I can't see Brett's face.
Oh. Well, it's something, earlier I tried to file the legs off of this stool because Carson said it would be fine. And so I tried to file them, but the metal really is just, it's nice and strong.
He got the grinder out and everything, and it did not help. But you know what? We're going to try and help right now. I don't think that looks right.
I don't think that changed.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What if... caller, is there something that you wanted to talk about while we try to find another fix to this issue we have here?
Maybe I could sit on a few pillows?
Or like a book or something? I don't know.
Yeah, where's Window to His Love?
Oh yeah, you could.
Actually, I don't think that one's thick enough.
Yeah, you need a nice thick one.
Yeah. Well, if I could sit on a thick one, that would be good. But either way, I think for now, I brought your head down. I can't see it. But I think I brought your head down. I don't know if the green screen's interacting, but...
Is there a way we could, kind of crimp it somehow?
I don't know. I think that's as good as we're going to be able to do. But thanks for bringing that up, caller, for sure. Would you like to talk about anything else?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching out for us.
I just wanted to see Brett's face. That's it. I really miss seeing his face. Maybe if you guys could take off your masks so I could see his smile or something. I don't know.
Maybe just for...
That's the best smile I could give through my mask.
I hope that you enjoy the smile, and I hope you enjoy Talent Talk. Did you submit any talents?
Sorry.
No, I didn't. I guess I should next week or next month. That'd be fun.
Absolutely. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it if you do.
You sound like a person with many talents. Let's put it that way.
Okay, thanks, you guys.
Awesome.
I hope the show goes well.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. You have a wonderful evening and enjoy Talent Talk.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. You are live on the air.
Hello. I'd just like to say...
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hello, this is Brandy, and I have a question. Do you guys, deliver the word of God, or, is that, not a thing you do?
Oh, no. Brett and I are just... Yeah, Brett and I, we're not representatives of our church. We hope that we can communicate our the beliefs of our faith as accurately as possible, but no, we are not official emissaries of the church. We just love the church, and we love sharing, if people want to know about our religion, but that's about it.
Oh, that's too bad. I was gonna ask him,
Hello, caller. You're on the air with... Actually, hold on. Okay. We do want to take the time just for a sec to remind everyone that we have some rules here on the show. In the chat, Happy Meg, WV, our wonderful moderator, as well as Kyle Masta, our other wonderful moderator, and I hope he's here today. They're going to make sure that there is no, rough and tumble language in the chat, whether it come in the form of cussing or even personal attacks against other people, or just flat on wrong things that are bad for everyone to hear and to say. But on Brett and I's end, we can only ask people.
There's Kyle. Oh. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Meg. Happy to have you guys with us. Keeping it orderly tonight.
Yes, and Brett and I are going to do our best to make sure that callers don't splash the show. But anyway, wonderful. Let's keep these calls coming back in, or coming in, and keep them coming. Please, everyone, call into the show so we can get some new callers hopefully tonight. Hello, caller. You're on the air with C. Kimball.
And B. Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hello, it's K. Malik Shabazz Austin.
It's Austin.
K. Malik Shabazz Austin.
I think that was a joke. I think
they were
someone
trying to trick us into something.
Yeah, I think that was Randy trying to troll us, honestly. Okay, well, don't. No. Okay, well, wonderful. Let's go take a look at the chat. How about that?
Order in Carson's court.
Oh, order in Carson's court. This ain't a court. But I hope that there's order in the sense that no one tries to splash the show with vile language and speckle the families that are watching. Because there are families that were actually from the corn roast that are watching tonight. Hello, caller. You're on the air with C. Kimball.
And B. Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hi. Hello?
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks. How are you guys doing tonight?
Wonderful. We're doing fantastic. It's been pretty great over here.
Hey, I wanted to talk about signs and wonders, and I had a really interesting one. In 2002, I was at the Utah Jazz game, Summer League.
Cool.
And the gentleman next to me just he stood up and he just yelled, "Steady diet, steady diet." And it was then that I knew, and ever since then, I've committed my life to steady diet. Thanks, guys. I'll hang up and listen.
To steady diet?
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that. Hello, caller. You are live on the air.
Why do you keep hanging up on me?
Randy, you gotta let other people have a chance.
This is not Randy.
This is
Randy.
Randy, we're
This
not
is
that.
Randy.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hi, this is Randy. Randy Williams.
Oh, welcome to the show, Randy. Welcome back.
Thank you, guys. It was really great to hear about the porn roast you guys had. Who what was the band that was playing again? Ryan
Shoup and the Rubber Band.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, no, I think it was cool that Brett Brett got the opportunity to play banjo back up. That's pretty cool.
It was awesome.
It was one of my dreams came true that night, and I don't know. I don't know. I was completely starstruck. I mean, I've seen them before, and I've even lightly talked with them before, and in some of their shows, but it was nothing. It was nothing like that. It was so personal that
we were able to pull some strings. And get in touch with such a cool band.
Yeah.
That sounds like an awesome porn roast. Yeah. So I was actually, I was just calling to say I'm super excited for all the talents, and I didn't send in one this time, but hopefully next time. I've just been really hooked on the Club Penguin stuff, but I did have one other thing to say. Sue-Ann, if you're listening, I saw your take on Window 2's Love. And it was amazing, and you're really pretty. And if you're looking to, if you're looking to go on a date, just hit me up.
Whoa! Well, the first time on our show that we've had someone propose a date to another person.
Yeah, that's quite a connection.
Well, I'm honored because anyways, I don't want to take up your guys' time.
Well,
so I'll let you guys have a good one.
Sue-Ann, you are in the hot seat now. It is it's your call.
Oh, wonderful. I really wonder if Sue-Ann's saying anything in the chat. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. Mormon Talk matchmakers says Fat Knees Butterball. I think that's just a wacky coincidence. How wonderful.
That would be.
Sue-Ann Bocut seems to be quite noticing of it. Wonderful. Cool. Well, you know what? Let's go see what our new moderator Kyle Masta has to say. No splashing in the pool, guys. Great analogy. It's the same type of thing. We all just want to have fun.
Yeah,
And
yeah, we're all in this pool together. So let's respect each other. If you're splashing everyone else, they're gonna get out of the pool, and they're gonna go home, and we're just trying to have a nice fun day in the sun, right?
Fun in the sun.
Good summer swimming. Here at Mormon
the corn
Talk.
a-roaring.
The corn a-roaring. Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Brett O'Call.
And Carson O'Kimball. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hey, guys. It's a 49ers freak.
Oh, hello. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. So, basically, I just wanted to call you guys real quick to let you know that I actually took a missionary discussion earlier this week, and we talked about the restoration. And I just wanted to let you guys know, since you guys were the ones that, helped me decide that do you want to go back to church and everything, that it was a really good meeting, and the missionaries were pretty awesome. It was great to actually talk about the restoration and Joseph Smith. So I just wanted to call in real quick to let you guys know again that I wanted to basically thank you for helping me
so welcome.
Decide to do this.
That is absolutely fantastic.
I just wanted to give you guys an update.
I am just bouncing in my chair. That is so awesome. What a wonderful thing to share. Is there something when you were having your discussion? Was there something that stood out to you that really hit home with you?
Well, I guess really it was just that knowing, Joseph Smith really was someone of God, even before, God told him that, he needed to restore the one true church.
Right.
And just knowing that he had the willingness to go out to that sacred grove and pray to see what he should do. And the fact that he was given the answer of what he should do and restoring the one true church, it just really, stuck out to me, because it is something that makes me believe that, if we all had the faith needed, then we will all really be, in my words, good to go, essentially.
Right. Well, that's awesome.
I'm happy to hear that for you.
That is amazing. We are so proud of you. That's epic, to be frank with you. That's awesome. Please keep us all updated. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. And thank you for sharing that. If
all right. Well, I'm glad to have done it. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. And
as well.
Looking forward to Talent Talk.
Yeah, awesome. We are too.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball.
And Brett O'Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hello, it's K. Malik.
Hello, caller. You're on...
What's he saying? What name is he saying?
I'm having a feeling.
Something. I don't
Cayman
know.
Islands, something. I don't know. It just... Okay, well, wonderful, everyone. So happy to have everyone here. Let's keep looking at the chat. Okay, cool. Everyone's saying that they're proud of a 49ers freak. Mormon Talk Archive. That's an interesting one. Name. Okay, Magic. Okay. Beth H says Joseph Smith is a false prophet. Okay. Everyone has their opinions. Samson Avard says, I'm a big fan of filth. Well, maybe this isn't the show for you, because we don't have, we're not,
this won't be entertaining for you. Then for you, it might be quite boring, because there's zero filth here.
I agree, and we're to a new platform, and we're in a much better position right now. Well, cool. Let's take a look here. Carl Easton says, say hi to me, Carson. Hey, Carl Easton. welcome to the show. Let's keep these calls coming in, everyone. We do have talent talk coming up, and we have a lot of talents to share. So excited. I got to see a couple things, pictures, but we like to keep things a surprise on here, and so
yeah. Sometimes if it's not like a video or something, like we'll we can tell by the file type. We'll close our eyes as we're entering it into the software here. We'll close our eyes and we're putting in. So the best we can without seeing it. And so we really try to,
because we want to be fair to all the people submitting that we're not faking some sort of a appreciation for it. We want to experience all this with everyone.
It's a moment we're sharing with all of you guys. We don't want like backstage passes or anything. So we really just try to keep it going.
Well, great. Everyone, take this time. There, out of love and respect for all the people that have submitted talents, invite a friend or a neighbor or a family that has not watched the show. Send them a link right now to this live video and have them join us.
Yeah.
Have them join the show, and I mean that. It's so easy to just hear me say that, and you let people miss out, but don't let anyone miss out on this. We're in a rough and tumble time in history right now, and there's a lot of rough and tumble things happening in the world, and there are some rough emotions that are just flooding the land, and I think that something that could be a candle in the dark would be a wonderful program where people share their God-given talents, and everyone can have a break from just the rough emotions and come together.
Yeah, we need to just take a moment to focus on the positive and what we can do with our talents. So let's hello caller, you are live on the air with Brett O'Call
and Carson O'Kimball. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hi, I'm a Pokemon trainer named Bill Pierce. I was just wondering if you have a Pokemon named Mr. Mime. I really wanted to trade you for a Golduck. I'm a responsible 32-year-old, and I really want to trade.
We don't tolerate.
Hello caller, you are live on the air with Brett O'Call
and Carson O'Kimball. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hi, can you hear me?
Sister Edith Bunker, yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hi, boys.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, we're doing quite good.
All right. I'm a little concerned tonight. Really concerned.
Uh-oh.
Where is Hunter Shaw?
Oh, Hunter Scholl is no longer part of the show.
He had to step away.
And I know why. You had him murdered because you're part of the Mormon.
We did not murder anybody.
She is having a medication.
Is this Sue Ann? Oh, hello!
Welcome to the show.
Nice to have you and your wonderful voice.
I've really liked the show so far.
Well, it's been all right so far. It's been pretty good, but it's only going to get better.
We had Sister Edith Bunker just on, and she's a recurring caller who we admire and appreciate. But I think that maybe some things are being said to her that people are taking advantage of her.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I think people are putting conspiracy theories in her head
about Brett and I inflicting harm on poor sweet Hunter Scholl. We would never do that. We would never do that.
Never.
Okay, I've heard that. I will talk to her. Don't worry.
Well, wonderful. We hope that Edith Bunker calls back in. So we just don't want the families that are from the corn roast, or just families in general, or just people in general, to hear something like that could just kind of
terrible rumors really will spread.
It will set the tone to destroy Mormon Talk. And I understand that you had a wonderful submission for Talent Talk.
Yes, I did. I can't wait to hear it. It's going to be great. I just wanted to say Randy A. Williams. That's, I hope you listen to that. And you should message me on my LDS Planet profile,
Oh.
If you want to be my lover, you've got to message me on my LDS Planet profile.
Okay.
So I hope to see you there, and I can't wait to hear my talent talk. And Randy, you can, go the other way. Bye-bye!
Well, that sounds like good news for you, Randy, and you, Sue Ann. Congratulations. Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Brett
and Carson. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hey, guys. I'm really excited. I'm actually a current missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And
wow,
yeah.
Wow, your mission president allows you to watch Mormon Talk. That's a big compliment. That's a huge compliment.
Well, I haven't actually officially got it approved, but I figure it's pretty uplifting, and you guys are stand-up brethren, so I think it's okay. But I did have a question.
Well, thank you for your vouch.
So it's kind of complicated because based on some of the personal study and companionship study, I've come across some interesting information based on something we're trying to teach one of our investigators.
Okay.
So this investigator, he's African American, and I came across a quote from Spencer W. Kimball in General Conference. Is he related to you, by the way, Carson?
Spencer W. Kimball?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a descendant of Heber C. Kimball, so in a way, yeah.
Very distant.
They're all kind of connected, aren't they?
We're all us Kimballs are
yeah,
connected. Yep.
So Spencer W. Kimball, obviously he was a prophet, and
right.
in this general conference he was telling a story about an African American family that was sitting in church, and he said the little member girl, 16, sitting between the dark father and mother, and it was evident she was several shades lighter than her parents. These young members of the church are changing to whiteness and delightsomeness. And so I was wondering, is that appropriate thing to tell our investigator, do a missionary promise saying, if you're righteous, then that's what's going to happen, that they become white? I was just confused.
Oh, okay, so here's what that means. President Kimball wasn't talking about her skin shade turning whiter, because that's just balonky. What he's saying, people have a countenance. When they take, upon the name of Christ, and they start living by his commandments, and they do so honestly, and they pray always, and they feast upon the words of God, and they repent and let their sins be swallowed up, by the atonement, their countenance becomes brighter. And when we say bright, we don't mean visible to your eyes. It's like when you see someone's countenance, their delightsome white and delightsome, their bright countenance. It's like this feeling that you get that confirms this person has virtue.
Yeah.
So I think that if your investigators have a question about that and maybe think that, the more righteous you are, you'll just keep becoming whiter until you look like a big dollop of mayo. No, that's no.
Yeah.
If that were the case, I've been quite sunburnt for. I have a farmer's tan that I've had for a long time, and I think that should become. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, caller.
Yeah. Well, I think I know what you mean. It's just on the quote he was saying, how he's looking at them, and he's saying that the girl looks several shades lighter than her parents, and so it seems like he's talking about the color of her skin. And I'm not saying,
of course
I think
not.
That is good, but
of
when
course
the prophet speaks, whether by the voice of me or the voice of my servant, it is the same.
Oh no,
that's what the Doctrine and Covenants says.
Right,
So
right.
I don't know if I defer to what the prophet's saying, or if I try not, I don't want to be racist, but
you'll understand what he's saying, through the Spirit, and that comes with study with you and your companion. A lot of people, they have a question and they don't spend enough time on their knees with one another, and you and your companion might have to both take it on.
Get on our knees.
And it might come, it might come for him, and then come for you
Yeah.
afterward, or you could come at the same time, but you both need to spend time on your knees and with your scriptures open with one another, and you'll figure it out. But no, it is my strong conviction, and I feel the Spirit saying this, that President Kimball is not talking about the skin color becoming shades whiter. That's baloney. I think he's
right.
for sure talking about their countenance, but get on your knees
Well,
with your
we will
companion.
get on our knees. My companion and I will
Former
get on
Elder
our
Call would
knees.
like to say something too. I just spent so much time talking off your ears.
Well, I was just gonna comment on, when someone walks in a room and it really brightens up, like you can feel someone walk into a room, and I think that's somewhat kind of what he was getting into. Just that's all I wanted to say is you can see someone shine. If someone's shining, that doesn't mean that their skin is it's not what's that luminescent or anything. They're not whatever. You get the point. You understand. You know what we're talking.
The chat was saying something about like Michael Jackson turned whiter, and like I don't
Oh
know
my
if that's
gosh!
accurate,
No,
because I think that's different.
Michael
But,
Jackson, no. And what Brett was saying, someone can shine bright. In fact, there's a wonderful song by a group of African Americans called Earth, Wind, and Fire, I think it's called. And it says, "You're a shining star, no matter who you are." You know what I mean? People can shine no matter what their color or creed or ethnicity or gender. People can all shine when they take upon the countenance of God.
Thank you. And I think Randy, the young boy, the Mike's Hard Lemonade boy, wants to call in because he seems to be upset. So
You know
I'll
what?
end the
Thank
call.
you.
I'll get on my knees with my companion, and we will fast and pray. We will fap it out. Thank you guys, and enjoy your evening.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Excellent to hear. Thank you for your call. Have a great time, and we hope you get Mormon Talk approved. Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Brett O'Call
and Carson O'Kimball. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Oh, hey, Carson.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hey, are you guys still live right now?
We are live. That you are on the air.
Oh shoot, this is Brother Flick, Carson.
Oh, hello again, Brother Flick. We saw that you
Hey.
sent in a talent. I haven't watched it yet, but I read your description of it, and we're all excited. I'm excited to watch.
Yes, definitely. Are you guys streaming right? Like, are you live right now?
On YouTube, yes.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Brett, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
That's awesome. I'm so I'm really excited right now. I can't believe that I'm live on the air.
Well, congratulations. You made it on.
Yeah. I've been calling for a while. I've been talking to your moderator, Happy Meg, and she's been talking to me, and I said, I talked to Carson earlier this past week. Could you please remind him to check his email? She said, I sure can. And so, wow, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm kind of embarrassed right now. I'm kind of nervous.
Oh no, don't be embarrassed.
It's
See,
going to be wonderful.
We're all, it takes a lot of courage to call in, and it takes even more courage to send in a talent. So you've done both. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem, Brett. So shoot, I'm so happy to be talking to you guys right now. I'm so excited.
Well, is there anything you want to share with us? Any uplifting things over the past week?
Well, I talked to Carson. I don't know, Carson, did you talk to Brett and
Brief him?
Talk to him about how? I'm sorry, what?
Oh no, I did not brief Brett. I mean, I let him know that I spoke to a Clayton Flick on the phone, but I didn't let him know the contents of our conversation. But basically, we had a very uplifting phone call. Brother Flick was inspired to shoot an email to us, much like Riker did in the past, and that's how we met Riker, and to kind of share his conversion story to the church, and it was incredible. And,
Yeah.
and we're hoping that we can set aside some time, just like we have for Riker, for Brother Flick to come on and maybe share part of that story, because it's very uplifting.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
All right.
Can't wait for everyone to hear about it.
Actually. And I think it would be very inspiring. Brett, since Carson didn't talk to you about our talk, I have this to propose. I am a convert to the church. I was not born of the church.
Okay.
I actually grew up in the Catholic Church. I was baptized when I was 11 months old, and I grew up loving and knowing Jesus Christ. And I have an awesome story to tell. However, I'm not going to do that right. I'm not going to spread that story right now because you guys have Talent Talk, and I'm not going to take up that time right now. However, I have a proposal. If you guys wanted to do this, because this is your guys' show, you have Mormon Talk, you have Talent Talk, and I was just thinking about a proposal for a talk called Convert Talk, and it would be a show for people who have joined the church, and I think this would be beautiful. And the reason why I would say that is because it's easy for people to talk about their experiences in the church if they were born in the church. They were baptized at 8 years old and they went on a mission. But for people like me, I'm a veteran. I served in the military. I did not grow up in the church, and my experiences, how I became a member of the church, is absolutely amazing. And I think that maybe eventually, sometime in the future, you could have one talk that's called Convert Talk. And that's where people who join the church later on in life can tell their experiences about how they went from either being an atheist or they were a member of some other kind of church, and they found the Lord. They found Jesus Christ, and they found the church, and they realized that the church is true. And I think that would be an awesome episode. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm all for that idea. I really like it. It would just have to be, we would have to see the demand for the recurrence of it.
Right.
We definitely could have, one or two, and and until we get more people, it might just be 1 or 2 episodes worth. But I like the idea. I really like it. So I think that's something we can work into the schedule somewhere.
Consider it in the future. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you so much, Brother Flick. We look forward to hearing back from you. Brett and I do have to go on a quick break and kind of just shake things off for a little bit.
And we'll be back
for Talent Talk, everyone.
All right, that sounds great. And Carson, before we go real quick, I'm not going to hold you up, I promise. Did your moderator, Megan, did she, have you had a chance to look at your email to see my video?
So she didn't. Kyle Masta, our other moderator, did. We asked him to take a look through them. I saw the email itself. I saw what you said, but I didn't see the video. So.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Okay. Well, all right, guys. Well, I am so, you have no idea. Like, I am tickled to death right now. I'm so happy to be on the air.
Yeah. No, we understand. We understand.
Well, anyways, Carson, you have my email. You have my number. I would like to talk to you guys more. And eventually, maybe if we ever do have another video where I'm welcomed on the show, I want to let you guys know. I'm sorry. Shoot. I live in Quincy, Illinois. It's about 45 minutes away from Nauvoo, Illinois. I live really close to Nauvoo, and I've been to the Nauvoo Temple. If you guys have never been to Nauvoo before, if you guys ever try to make a trip out to see the Nauvoo pageant or the British pageant, if you guys ever need a tour guide, let me know. If you ever come,
you're our man.
You got it.
So, all right. Well, hey, Carson, Brett, I love you guys. You guys are my brothers in Christ. I love you so much, and I hope you have the
a really good rest of your stream, and I'll talk to you guys later. God
Thank you
bless
so much. We love you,
as
too.
well.
God bless.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with C. Kimball.
And B. Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hey guys, it's Frank. How you doing today?
Oh, Frank. I'm doing well. How are you doing? You sound a little under the weather there.
I'm a little bummed. And first, Brett, Carson, I'm sorry I didn't make the corn roast party. You know, I was, wound up things with my contractor business. I was getting ready to hop on a plane.
Oh my
but
goodness.
I hate to bring the show down, but this is real life. And,
Right.
The missus, I came home from the airport. Something told me not to go. And I came home, and I'm kind of struggling right now. I'd like to read the note the missus left me. Frank, for the past several months, you have been obsessed with Mormon talk. You are just not the same man I married over 30 years ago. I have had long conversations with Bishop Ballhairy about it. To make a long story short, I'm going to my own corn roast party. See you never, Gertrude. I'm struggling, boys. My wife of 30 years left me.
I'm so sorry to interject. Did you say Bishop Ballhairy?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Where are you from? I had a Bishop Ballhairy too, here in Utah Valley, but that's crazy.
Uncanny.
That's a really rare Irish last name.
Yeah, it's pretty unusual, but pretty uncanny. I know he's new, but to the ward. But anyway, I'm struggling, boys. But the gospel comes first, and this show's the gospel. So if
invite her to
Gertrude
watch
can't
with you.
handle it. I have, and she just doesn't understand.
She just doesn't get it?
I think it's because she likes it when Sue-Ann is on, and she likes that. She finds that to be wholesome. But she just doesn't understand. And life goes on, and I'll navigate it. I guess there's other faithful members that are now on the market. I guess Sue-Ann is now too. But
don't
I'm
give
just
up.
adjusting. But the point is, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't think you should lose your marriage over Mormon talk. Maybe spend a few Monday nights with her, and you could go on a date night. I know that's very important to my wife Scarlett and I. We date one another.
It'll definitely show her that you're sacrificing for her, and you care. So I agree with Carson. Don't give up on it. It's fun to play with the idea, but you're a committed man, Frank, and
yes, I am.
Show her that commitment. Show her that you take her seriously, and that's one of the most important things you can do. And I think she'll love to be in your arms again, Frank.
Well, I appreciate it. And before I go, that conversion story, that could be fun. I'd love to share my conversion story.
We've heard
with you gentlemen and fans of Mormon Talk. I'm sure that would be very faith promoting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe I'll reach out to you boys. Maybe I'll just plan a private corn roast for her, a corn party, and maybe that'll bring her back. Brett, I appreciate the advice. Maybe I need to find a way to show her more attention. And I'll figure that out. It's been 30 years. I guess maybe I've taken her for granted. I don't know.
It's crazy. Brett and I we actually have a speaking engagement in a we're not going to say which one, but a detention center here in Utah Valley. And there are some inmates that we're actually going to have a corn roast with as well.
Yeah.
And we're really excited about that.
I'm sure they'd love
and so
that.
We could make this something that we frequently, or not frequently, but that we occasionally do. Maybe if we got enough subscribes on YouTube, we could commence another corn roast and make sure some more people come. We only had a few Mormon Talk fans come. We did have some families that we know that are watching right now. Hello to all of you.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to have you all come. like all just at once. It would be fantastic. You know, I think, and then we could all meet up. I mean, I know that's not feasible for the people, you know, across the country, and you know who wouldn't. You know, with jobs and stuff, it would be really hard. But man, we'd love to have you all come.
Well, I'd love to be there, and like I said, this was just a little bit of life's, challenges that got in the way of this one, boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't make it out there. I was really Brett.
No.
Like I said, you're a maestro on that banjo. But next time I'll make it. I wish you guys peace and love, and I'm looking forward to Talent Talk. Thanks for taking my call again.
Thank you, Frank.
Our pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Hello caller. You're
Jinx.
Hello.
Hello.
Sister Edith Bunker again.
Hello, sister. So
are you feeling a little bit better?
I'm feeling fine.
Oh,
but
great.
In the chat, it's saying that Hunter Shaw has. So Brett O'Call has Hunter Chase in his basement, and that someone needs to send police
Sister Bunker, here's the thing. There's a lot of people that watch the show, and they're not very serious about it. They treat it like it's just a fun time to just kind of poke fun at Brett and I. And
yeah.
I think what they're doing is they're trying to stir the pot and dump a little bit of their own filth into the show. And I think that they're getting, they're convincing some people that of some crazy things that I'm just surprised anyone would even think that we've done. But no, they're just people that are just trying to spread filth and lies just to get a reaction out of people like you.
If Hunter is still alive, and it's true that you're not the Mormon Mafia, we need proof of life. Like a picture with a newspaper.
Oh, just go ahead and reach out to Hunter Scholl.
Brett has Hunter in the basement. Maybe Brett can go and take a picture of Hunter holding today's newspaper so that we know.
No. I'm sorry, sister. You've been fed a conspiracy that has been concocted by some of the more radical members of our fans. From Carson and I, we truly want to let you know that Hunter Scholl is alive and he is safe. So
but I haven't heard from Hunter on
we haven't either.
in almost like a month.
We haven't either. We just hung his portrait up.
Yeah, Hunter's been MIA.
And you know what? And that's okay. I think that he said that he has other things to do on his Mondays, but that's okay. He's no longer a moderator for us, and so Brett and I are no longer connected to Hunter Scholl. We don't know anything about his life. We just hope he's doing well.
Or his whereabouts.
You were talking about a bowl. You had a bowl. You were talking about splashing in the bowl.
The pool.
That sounds like code for me for cement shoes in the deep end. No splashing in the bowl. I heard it.
Oh, no. I was saying that Brett was wearing his very expensive cowboy boots, and he and his wife were, we had a platform of wood that we were all on at some point dancing, and he was clacking his boots around as he and his wife locked arms and were
square dancing,
going in circles, square dancing.
Was this before or after you threw Hunter in the bowl?
Hunter did not go in the pool. Hunter's not in my basement. Hunter is alive and well.
Here's the thing. Okay, you know what? Anyone who's spreading things like that, do you have anything better to do? Is that all the filth you have to say?
Look at poor Sister Edith Bunker. She's a little bit older, and she's a lot more susceptible to these falsities that you guys are spreading. Some people. I'm sorry. Most people would be able to see through your mockeries here, but poor sister has bought into it. So please just
she's a very impressionable woman.
Just come out and just admit it. Just come out and admit it that it was all a lie, it was all a sham. So she can go back to not worrying. She needs to know. So just come out to Sister Edith Bunker. And that's all I got to say on the matter.
Well, anyway, wonderful. We're gonna go on for we were gonna at the end of the hour end it, but we had a call that, and I'm a little OCD, so you know what? We're gonna spend the last 30 minutes during Talent Talk or of the hour, and then we'll take a few calls after that. But we're just gonna go ahead and go on a break in about 5 or 6 minutes here, for a little bit, and then we'll be back for Talent Talk. But we have 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and answer a couple of calls.
Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Brett O'Call
and Carson O'Kimball. Welcome to Mormon Talk.
Hello, this is Randy.
Hi, Randy.
Hello, Randy.
So I'd like to add to what Sister Edith Bunker is saying, right? So
No.
I have a Facebook. It's called Randy O'Call.
No.
But,
So, Randy, we're going to go ahead
listen-
and hang up on this if you're going to spread conspiracy
wait.
theories.
I'm not spreading filth. So this is a true story. I got a message from Hunter Scholl saying the dogs are in the enclosed pool area and the garage side door is open. Right?
I have no idea. Is that code for something?
So,
is Hunter Scholl trying to splash? Is Hunter?
So 2 minutes later, I get a message from someone claiming to be Brett O'Call saying that the dogs are in the enclosed pool area and that the garage side door is open.
Where? Wait, who messaged you? Where did they message you from?
That was not me. That was not my number.
They messaged me on Facebook.
Well, that's not true. I'll be frank with you. Brett doesn't have a garage. Brett has one of those little, kind of like a sheet covered metal thing.
It's a drive-through. No,
It's like a car park type of thing.
Yeah, car park.
There's no garage at Brett O'Call's house.
So, but I'm just wondering why Hunter would send me a message and then.
Because it's probably
later,
Hunter
I get the same
either trying to
message.
splash a show or it's not Hunter. I don't believe it would be Hunter. Hunter wouldn't do that. I don't believe Hunter's spreading, complete beanbags, lies.
Speaking of beanbags, did you enjoy the cornhole?
Yes.
I'm writing a book.
Brett is a cornhole master.
I can get the beanbag in the hole. So, Randy?
I'm writing a book.
Okay, well, great.
We would love to proofread your book. Please send in the manuscript, and we will we'll look it over and approve it.
Well, please, these calls that are about Brett having a garage and chaining Hunter Scholl to something is baloney.
Unbelievably untrue.
I think I know where this is coming from, Randy, and I think it rhymes with Mandy. Okay, I think I know where these.
Who's Mandy?
Who's Mandy?
Randy. It rhymes with Mandy. Randy. That's where the
I don't know who
rumors are.
Mandy is.
Oh,
I'm saying that he's the one that's
okay.
He's the one that is coming up with this.
Why are you talking to me in the third person like I'm right here?
Randy,
Hello?
Randy, stop.
I guess
stop
a better way to
trying
say would be shmoo. It rhymes with shmoo.
Shmoo?
Yeah.
I'll let you figure that out.
That's a splash, I think. That's a
No,
splash.
of course not.
Absolutely not a splash.
No.
It's just a rhyming word.
It doesn't rhyme with anything that would splash the show.
If I said poo, maybe.
Yes, it does.
Brett, no.
It rhymes with. It's also. I'd like to put one more rumor to bed before I hang up. I am not K. Malik Shabazz Austin. That is not.
Hello, caller. You're on the air with C. Kimball.
And B. Call. Welcome to Mormon Talk. Hello, caller. You are live on the air.
Floyd is not real.
What did he say? Pink Floyd is not. Hello, caller. You're on the air with Carson O'Kimball
and Brett O'Call. I wish Pink Floyd wasn't real.
Yeah, garbage.
It's. Hello, caller. You are live. What do you have for us tonight? You are our last call before Talent Talk.
Domino's Pizza?
No.
No, you have the wrong. Okay, that was.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back
for Talent Talk.
For Talent Talk.
Don't go. Oh, I can see the thing. You can't see your head.
Oh, it's been like that?
That was my fault. I'm sorry, Brett. Can you see it?
Still not be able to see my head.
Okay.
Because, I have to do this. But let's go on break.
Okay, we're gonna go on a quick break. Okay. Are you serious? Some of these people, man, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why would people spread a room? Okay, first of all, you don't even have a garage, so it's. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
Oh my gosh.
Wait, that's my microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
That's where it was. The sound was off. Oh my gosh. We're sorry about that.
My mask broke. The sound was off. Everything's kind of tumbling down here. It's very tumultuous, tumultuous time.
Yes, but you know what? We are back up and running. Okay, well, wonderful. Thank you, everyone. It looks like no one shared the link, which is very sad. I hope that some people would copy and paste that link and text everyone in their inbox right now, because it's just a shame that some of these talents have to go unseen. But either way, thank you, everyone, and we will now move on to Talent Talk.
On the path that we walk in this mortal life, it is much too easy to hang our heads down as the voices in our heads remind us mercilessly that we are not enough. We worry that when all is said and done,
Mics are on.
we will not have lived according to our potential. We walk disconsolately in the shadow of those whom we feel that we will never compare to. Despite this, our Heavenly Father, in His infinite wisdom, placed a spark within us, a light that burns even when we seem to starve the flame. This flame is a gift, but one that can only be developed when we give no place for the judgments that we spill on ourselves, or that others splash on us. In the threshold between fear and courage, the blaring lights of uncertainty upon our faces causes sweat to pour all around us on the floor. But even if we slip, our talents are still a gift that God expects us to give to the world. In falling, our talents learn how to fly. The path to mastery is long, it is arduous, and it is not for the faint of heart. Let us share with the world the parts of us that are hidden.
It's not on Twitch. Sorry, that was a little bit of a glitch, a Twitch glitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, great. We are happy to be here to enjoy everyone's talents, and you know what? We're gonna keep going. We see the chat is just full of a bunch of
zany.
Well, I'll use the word, frankly, dumb things. So I really hope people don't buy into just rumors that are just intended to just kind of twist things. Anyway, okay, wonderful. This first submission that I'm going to show you guys is from Paul. Paul has been trying to do some amateur photography, but it doesn't look amateur to me. This is a plant that I think is a desert plant, maybe in Utah or New Mexico or Arizona or something, called Indian paintbrush.
That is truly fantastic. I love the contrast of the red. It's really vibrant. It's a fantastic photograph. So thank you, Paul.
Paul.
Paul. Thank you, Paul.
I think I have the names for all these. Cool. Okay. This one, it says, the note says here that it is from Kyle. Not our Kyle.
Yeah, not.
But it says Cuckles. Well, it looks like a cartoon character of some sort.
Okay.
Named Cuckles.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Excellent drawing. There's kind of like a little shadow of another one in the background. Very, very good art on the foreground and the background.
I didn't notice the background part. That's really cool.
Yeah, thank
you. This next one this next one is from Clayton Flick. He called in earlier. And he said this, I found an old video on YouTube of myself in 2015. I had attended a military training event called a PRET up in Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. In this video, it shows me crossing what they call the river monster. It was a very scary experience, but I did make it across, though. I believe that this is a very inspiring video. It helps remind me that even when we are at our most extreme, strenuous, and terrifying times, that Heavenly Father will gently guide us across the bridge, over the river, and get us to the other side.
Beautiful.
Hey, anybody got some tissue over there? You gonna need it. For you. That's my guy, though. Push that guy down into the water. Hey, let's go.
Yeah, that guy don't touch that water.
Just keep looking ahead. Don't
Your body better go first.
Keep that
Come on,
momentum
Flick,
going.
nice and easy.
Hey, like this.
Take the stand. I've been over. You don't got it.
Don't listen to anybody. Just concentrate. Come on,
Oh,
Flick.
wow.
You got it, Flick.
Hold it down, baby.
Just said step, Flick.
Side step.
You got it, Flick.
Raise it up. Okay, raise it up, Flick. Hey, where's your motivation? Come on. Flick, 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 Flick. You got it, Flick. Remember your breathing. Come on. You always need somebody holding you upstairs. So let's up. You got it.
Bravo. Don't listen to Bravo.
Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're breathing. Touch him. Get oxygen to your muscles. See?
Oh, whoa.
Don't look at your side.
Whoa, it's a lot of wind going on right
Ain't
now.
no wind.
You got it, Flick. You almost there.
I feel it.
Don't listen to Bravo.
Wave it.
Alpha
Wave
standing
it.
right behind you.
Wave it. Wave it.
You don't got to do all that. You can just, you got it. You just hold him up.
Alpha!
Flick, flick, boom. Flick, flick, boom. Flick, flick, boom. Yeah! Oh, shit! Hold it! Hold it!
Awesome.
That was unbelievably courageous. I love that one. It actually reminds me. There's down in Provo on the Squaw Peak Trail.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be the Squaw Peak Trail, but one of the trails around Provo. I think it's the Squaw Peak one. Anyway, has this a pipe alongside the trail. I think it's a huge water line or something, and it like goes over like a little valley or something. And one time I finally worked up the courage to walk across it, and it was a little bit wider than that and easier to navigate for sure. And I was absolutely terrified. So the fact that you were able to do such a long balance on that tiny little log there was really, really courageous.
I agree. And in your analogy about Heavenly Father helping you to, slide across the log shaft or you use that as for an analogy, it was awesome. So wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, this next one, did it have a name? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's someone's singing a song. I didn't get to see this. And I don't even have... Kyle just sent me a big giant... what's it called? A zip file or something?
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, here is someone singing.
We had to figure out how to unzip it.
I didn't know you was going to start out with looking for a city built above. Looking for a city where we'll never die. saint in millions. Never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too. Come, O Holy Spirit, o'er our homes renew. Looking for a city where we'll never die, where the saint in millions never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too. Come, O Holy Spirit, o'er our homes renew. Looking for a city where we'll never die, where the saint in millions never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too. Come, Holy Spirit, o'er our homes renew. Looking for a city where we'll never die, where the saint in millions never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too. Come, O Holy Spirit, o'er our homes renew.
Okay. Well, wonderful. We're gonna try and get through all these. The name. Sorry, I didn't get the name before. It is Carl with an E at the end. Thank you very much, Carl, for your song. Okay, great. Okay, this next one is a picture of Brett O'Call.
This is very kind. I'll admit I saw another sneak peek of an upcoming talent, and you guys for making this art, especially of me, it's so humbling. It's so it's really so fantastic of you guys. So thank you so much. I love it, and I've printed it out and I've put it up on my wall because I can't believe, I can't believe that people are.
It's very professional too.
Yeah,
just you with all the different colors, every shade of the rainbow.
I absolutely love it.
Well, wonderful, thank you. And I think that was sent in by Frank. Great. Okay,
was that Frank?
Yes, it was sent by Frank and made by
Frank. Thank you so much, Frank. I greatly appreciate your efforts.
Awesome, great Photoshop work. Great. And great talent, banjo player Brett.
Stop.
Okay, and then this next one is from Agent Hutch, I think, and maybe even Megan Hutch. I don't quite It says, mathematical proof that Carson O'Kimball speaks the word of God while Brett O'Call... This is zany. It says, holy mouthpiece. This is very zany. I think it's just a very fun type of just zany, The golden ratio is found throughout nature and has a direct relationship with understanding God and creation. I didn't know about the golden ratio.
Huh.
It is considered truly unique in its mathematical properties, its prevalence throughout nature, and its ability to achieve perfect aesthetic composition and prophetic ability. Behold. Wow, I didn't realize that our mouths,
Yeah, I'm trying to follow along here.
It looks
It looks like you know what you're talking about, but I'm trying my best to keep up with you. But thanks. I mean, maybe it's just
it looks like it looks like there's some deep philosophical meaning to this that maybe I'm not aware of, but I just want everyone to know that it's there's a zany joke here saying that Carson O'Kimball speaks the word of God while Brett is his holy mouthpiece. We're not, and we're just regular people. Take that with
a grain of salt. I think it's meant to be funny.
Yeah, it's meant to be zany, fun for everyone. Okay, this next one says that it's from Uncle Bane, and it is it says my first animation.
Uncle Bane, thank you.
Everybody, today I'm going to show you how to create.
Okay. Nope.
Stop that. So I don't know who keeps perpetuating this absurd joke that Carson O'Kimball here was old enough to commit the atrocity. We can't even.
I've never been to Columbine, whatever town that is. I've never been there. Whatever state that is, the town. I think it goes without saying that that's a joke. And we don't appreciate that stuff. We have families watching. Anyway, this one is from Sam Arley's son, Joshua, and it said that he made a cake that is a horse.
Wow. No, I like it. Are those jelly beans or M&Ms?
It looks like there's some sort of a
what's
coated chocolate candy or
what's
something.
What's the main made out of?
Where's the main?
The main. See that right there.
Oh, I see it. And there's that's the eye. The pink one's the eye, and then it must be on a grassy knoll.
I'm sure it tastes amazing. Absolutely
it's on a grassy
fantastic.
knoll with flowers. That looks like I can see it now. I'm sorry I didn't see it before. Well, wonderful, and congratulations for your art. It looks like it was a sticky thing to create. Okay, cool. This next one says that it is a Minecraft parody of Party in the USA that was made by Ricky. Okay, here you go, Ricky.
I clicked on my world and built a house of dirt and wooden planks. I guess this is the land of creepers. Are they coming for me? I crafted a sword just in case they're here.
Okay, thank you, Ricky. I'm gonna keep moving. Okay, this next one is just a video of Lucy, who is
looks very well recovered now.
Her talent is being a cute dog. Oh.
Oh, look at Lucy.
She's very interested in vacuuming. Maybe you could tie the vacuum to Lucy and let her just run all around the house and maybe vacuum for you.
That might create an existential crisis for that dog.
Yeah, but it might be a fun activity. Okay, cool. This next one was made by Robert, and it is a tribute to our new moderator, Kyle Masta. Very cool. Let's take a look.
Listen up. Here we go. I'm the new kid moving in, getting it done, and I'm officially.
How is that a tribute to our moderator?
Okay.
Who made that?
It said Robert. Okay.
Robert.
I'm so sorry for everyone.
Kyle, I'm sorry for that. You shouldn't have to be made fun of in that way.
Okay,
that was atrocious. I'd hate if someone did that to me.
I'm not going to start because, this is supposed to be a time we're positive.
Yeah, moving away from all the...
Because there's a lot going on in the world right now. No one wants to see stuff like that. I don't know. It makes me very upset. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to move on. Okay, cool. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, there's a song that Sue Ann Bowcut wrote, and is sharing on the show. Let's take a listen, everyone.
I love the way you make me feel. I love it. I love it. I love the way you make me feel. I love it. I love it. Say, I'm thinking about him every second, every hour. Do my singing in the shower, picking petals off a flower like, do he love me? Do he love me not? He does. I ain't a player, I just pray a lot. You give me that kind of something, want it all the time, need it every day. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at 100, never get enough, I can stay away. If you want it, I got it every day. You can get whatever you need from me. Stay by your side, I'll never leave you. I ain't going nowhere, cause you're a keeper, so don't you worry. Jesus, you've got me. I got a bad boy, I must admit it. You got my heart, don't know how you did it. And I don't care who sees it, Jesus, I don't wanna hide the way I feel when you're next to me. I love the way, I love the way, Jesus, I love the way. Ooh, I love the way you love me. Ooh, it's so crazy, you get my heart jumping when you fill me with the Spirit. And Jesus, it ain't a question. Jesus, you're the realist. So if you need it, I got it every day. Be your lover, your friend, you'll find it all in me. Stay by your side, I'll never leave you. Cause I ain't going nowhere, cause you're a keeper, so don't you worry. Jesus, you got me. I got a bad boy, I must admit it. You got my heart, don't know how you did it. And I don't care who sees it, Jesus, I don't wanna hide the way I feel when you're next to me, Jesus. I love the way, I love the way, Jesus, I love the way. Ooh, I love the way I love you. Make you feel so fine, I make you feel so fine. I hope you hit me up on your knees when I sneak through your mind. You're a princess to the king, you're a daughter of God. You always pay your tithing and you hold to the rod. Come watch Mormon Talk with me, make our Monday nights groovy. Just come and move a little bit closer to me. I've got some salvation for ya, I do not stand Randy. So Sue Ann keeps singing and come unto me. Don't you worry, Jesus, you've got me. I've got a bad boy, I must admit it. You got my heart, don't know how you did it. And I don't care who sees it, Jesus, I don't wanna hide the way I feel when you're next to me. I love the way, I love the way, Jesus, I love the way, Jesus, I love the way I love you. Ooh, the way I love you. Ooh, it's still going. So Ann in the house over here. Here we go. The way I love you. Oh, we're still going. Okay. Oh, Sue Ann in the house part 2. Oh. Okay. Screw you, Randy. The way I love you.
Well, it was wonderful. As far I love the singing. Your voice is absolute.
Sue Ann is a member of the Tabernacle Choir. Maybe next time at conference, general conference, if the social distancing thing has come to an end, everyone can take a look out for her and. Wonderful. It's such a great honor to have a member of the world's coolest choir, to be honest with you.
Very prestigious.
Absolutely. They sang for a lot of presidential inaugurations, including our current president. And anyway, thank you for sharing your songwriting talents and your singing talents. That was great. Thank you very much, Sue Ann Bocut.
Yes.
Okay, this next one is from Ricky. Again, it says Ricky, different Ricky, different email. And they are a voice actor and do voice impressions of cartoon characters. And this one says Sonic the Hedgehog. Cool.
What you looking at, cutie? You want to rub my feet? How quaint. They're so stinky. But I guess...
Turn it off.
I don't even know what to say about that. What do you...
Please. Go ahead.
What do you... Are there some lines that you just... There are... I feel you should use your discretion when reading lines to not say something like that. That's just... It's creepy. That was... I feel weird. I don't feel good.
That was really... I don't know if that was intended to be funny, but that was,
it was
actually
not funny.
Gross.
It was absolutely not funny.
And
Stinky feet and all that. Please, we would love to showcase your talent, and your voice acting sounded really quite good. But please, please let's make it a little bit more comfortable for everybody. That was very, very uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel weird now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to go on from there, but we just moved to YouTube. We've left Twitch behind. Twitch attracted a lot of people trolling, a lot of people sending us fake talents. We had a couple tonight, and I wonder if Kyle screened them fully. If things happen, we've definitely had people slip through our cracks before.
Some of the talents were late.
Yeah. Well, we've definitely had, filth, slip through, because of us not being as vigilant, but,
But Kyle, we do ask that you really, do your due diligence as our moderator. I know you're a busy man. And we're busy too, so it's easy to slip it through the cracks. But please, next time, just free Hunter Shoal. Why is everybody saying
Hunter Shoal saying free Hunter Shoal? Okay, it's a prank. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's keep going. Unless everyone wants us to stop with all this nonsensical baloney about us having Hunter Shoal trapped in a garage that doesn't exist. I think Randy started this rumor, and I think people are starting to play along just to see. But I want you guys to know that joking around about stuff like this can be very serious. A viewer of the show named Dr. Shades actually got the police called on him and got apprehended by the police because someone wanted to perpetuate falsities. So if people keep saying free Hunter Shoal, I think we're just going to have to stop talent talk, which is we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We have wonderful talents. That have yet to be shown. We've had great talent shown so far, with the exception of a couple talents that are just splashes to the show. Okay, well. I think we can go ahead and continue.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay, this next one's from Katie and Danielle, and it says butterfly mush.
I see. Oh,
the butterflies look like hot dogs that are of a different color, like green. I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe they're just kind of like sprouting, like when they're coming out of their sac, that they what is it called, chrysalis, and they're just kind of like sprouting out of it, and it looks like they chrysalised on the mushrooms there. Well, thank you, Katie and Danielle, and it's very wonderful.
Cool. We have a few more left. Okay, so we actually got some art submissions, some fan art done. of a few of Brett and myself. But also, here's the first fan art done. It was done by a wonderful fan named Jane, and they created some fan art. One here is of our very own Riker Rickelman. These cell phone photos of the art don't do it justice. In fact, these renderings were very, very well done on professional canvases. And that Riker one, I don't understand. There's some sort of a reference to Mary Poppins.
Yeah, some
I'm
sort of
thinking.
inside joke, I'm sure.
Yeah, and that one was a magnet. So very cool. It was great to receive real submissions, physical ones.
Yeah, no, that's a very inspiring to really receive that.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Okay, so that's the first one. Wonderful. The second one is of our very own Brett O'Call.
Yeah, that is a fantastic picture. Thank you so much for this. It really is awe-inspiring.
I think you wielding a banjo seems to be a very popular position that people like to have with you.
Yeah, no, I think it's the biggest impression I've made on the show. That's definitely what people know me for most.
You definitely did shine that show.
And that was just a short 30-second little banjo tuttle. I can't believe everyone remembers it so well. Maybe I'll have to break it out again.
Awesome. So cool. Well, thank you. That again was by Jane.
So there's been Riker and me. Where's yours?
I don't know. I think it's right here.
Hey,
this one's very zany.
You caught him at his zaniest.
That looks like me. Someone paused it during one of my probably more just zany rants where I'm just flustered about what would be the right thing to say. Brett. Oh. Are you pretending to cry?
No.
You're laughing. You're laughing at me. That's okay.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I got something in my eye.
Are you okay?
No, I've just, something's been bugging me all night. I got it in my eye.
Brett, what's wrong? Okay, we are back, everyone. Thank you for being patient. Brett had a bug in his eye. Anyway, cool. We have a couple more talents left, but another submission from Jane and I think Jacob. And they made a very, very cool collage. And you know what? We're going to blow this up here. We're going to blow... I think move it back. No, hold on. We're gonna blow it up. Not blow explosive. Hold on. Let me figure out how to do this. That was, and so that's the secret to it. That's what we have to say about that. That's awesome.
Really, really inspiring words there, Carson.
Okay, cool. So that was awesome. I'll have to take a picture of that and maybe post it on our Twitter so you can get a better look on it.
It was very intricate and detailed, and I spent hours just staring at it and
just trying to decipher all of the Easter eggs.
It's really jam packed.
Okay. Well, we have one more talent, and it was submitted by Mary Jane. It said, and it is a video, a Club Penguin adventure featuring Riker Rickelman. Very popular, and we're really grateful about that because, last time Riker was on, there were a lot of rude people that, not a lot, but there were
a handful of rude people.
Very small handful. A couple, a fistful of two things. People that were splashing the show when Riker was trying to share an uplifting experience. So we're glad to see people paying respect to our good friend Riker Rickelman in the form of artwork, and also in this wonderful Club Penguin event.
Riker Rickelman gets called on a Club Penguin mission Part 1.
Today really is the day, isn't it? The day that I open up my mission call. Hey, looks like the mail just got here.
Riker checks the mail for his mission call.
It's here.
Riker puts his mission call on his desk for safekeeping.
I've got to call my family.
Riker invites his family and friends over to open his mission call.
Okay, thank you all for coming. Time to open my mission call.
Riker opens the envelope that has his mission call inside of it.
Elder Rickelman, you are hereby called to serve. To the iceberg mission. Oh my goodness, the iceberg.
Riker wipes his many tears away.
I cannot wait to serve the Lord. I love this gospel. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
The next day. One day until Elder Rickelman leaves for the PTC, the Penguin Training Center.
Wow, yesterday was amazing. My friends and family were so supportive. I am nervous to go to the iceberg, though. The only penguins ever there are just trying to tip it. I don't think they'll be ready to accept the gospel of Jesus Christ. But I will go, I will do the things the Lord commands. I better get packing.
Riker packs all of his missionary suits into his bag. He also grabs his stationery and packs that too.
Well, Mr. Teddy, guess I'm too old to bring him. Goodbye, Igloo. I'll see you in 2 years.
Riker gets emotional saying goodbye, but he knows he's doing the right thing by serving the Lord. Elder Rickelman travels to the PTC, the Penguin Training Center.
Wow, look at me. I look like a real elder. I can't believe I'm here at the PTC. The Penguin Training Center. I will learn how to be the best missionary.
Elder Rickleman completes his training at the PTC and is traveling by train to the iceberg.
Hi, my name is Elder Rickleman. I have one ticket to the iceberg. I have completed my training at the PTC, and I am ready for my mission at the iceberg.
Riker waits oh so patiently for the train.
I am nervous, but I have a feeling that these are going to be the best 2 years of my life. Oh, looks like the train going to the iceberg is approaching.
Riker boards the train safely. Elder Rickleman arrives at the iceberg to start preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ to all the penguins willing to open their hearts and love jars and listen.
Here it is, the iceberg.
Iceberg Simpson.
Whoa.
The place I'm going to spend the next 2 years. Hello.
PK, okay.
Have you two heard about Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon? Here, take one.
The musical?
Riker hands each penguin a Book of Mormon.
No, not the musical. The book. The religion. It's a true book. The most true book there is.
David continued.
Well, if you liked that, there is a lot more of that where that came from.
Yes, there are actually 3 more parts. We don't have time to show them right now, but we I compiled them all together, and after the show, if you want to stick around and watch the rest, I'll be playing the rest of them after the show. That was Talent Talk. Everybody, just take a moment to give a clap to all the good talents and the sincere talents. I'm just gonna go. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Great. Well, wonderful. Talent Talk was awesome. You know what? We're at the tail end. Should we even take a break? Or should we just?
You know, I gotta get home.
Right. So let's. You know what? We should just wrap it on up. We'll take maybe like one more call.
Hello, caller. You are live on the air.
Sue-Ann. Is Sue-Ann listening?
I'm sure she is.
Come to her house.
Don't stop. This is not a place where you can make threats to anybody, Randy.
Yeah, fuck Sue-Ann. We'll come to her house.
No. Hello, caller. You are live on the air with Brett O'Call.
And see, Kimball, do you have anything positive to say about the talents?
Oh, yeah, absolutely I do. Hey, this is Jason, but I go by Dr. Shades on the internet.
Jason, are you okay? We haven't heard from you.
It's been studio blackness over here.
I'm on the mend. I'm finally out of the hospital. I tried to call you from my hospital suite last week, but Randy was taking up all the lines, so I couldn't get through.
Oh.
But luckily, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got in this time.
I was having such a hard time that I really wanted to speak to some friendly voices and get some encouragement, because I was really down in the dumps after what had happened.
I would be too.
I'm still really depressed about what I had to go through. So, I mean, if I could just have somebody listen to me, that would really make me feel a whole lot better.
We're here for that. We're here for that.
Are you really? Because you guys want to end the show. I know that Brett, you've got to get going here pretty soon. So I don't know if I should just let you guys go and call in next week, because I don't want to monopolize your time too much.
No, Dr. Jason, keep going.
We'd love to hear from you.
Are you really?
Yes.
You don't mind?
Yes.
We don't. Okay. Well, thank you all so much, and thanks to everyone in the chat room for humoring me with this. But I'm just so down about what took place. It turns out that if you joke about unleashing a global pandemic upon the world and becoming the first horseman of the apocalypse. Well, the FBI takes that about as lightly as the TSA takes it when you joke about bringing a bomb onto a plane. I found that out the hard way.
Wait, are you saying that someone from our audience reported information that they, heard on the show, and you were apprehended by the police or the FBI because?
I'm pretty sure it was the FBI because they weren't wearing the typical badges and so forth. They were in full suits and ties. It was just awful. It was awful. And I wasn't even now I'm not entirely. See, there's an FBI field office pretty close to where I live, but I didn't know if they could make it here this fast. I mean, I guess Edward Snowden was telling the truth when he says the NSA is monitoring all phone calls all the time.
Yes.
So
well, they have their way of weaseling through time like that.
Yeah, apparently so. And if I didn't know it before, I know it now. So, anyways, before I even hung up with you 2 weeks ago, I was getting knocks on my door, and
yeah.
So that I hung up, walked upstairs, opened the door, and there were these two guys standing there in suits and ties. It said, "Come with us." And one of them took out a gunny sack type thing, threw it over my head, cinched up the opening, and just hauled me off, and threw me into what felt like a van, and then just drove for a while. I have no idea where.
That sounds terrifying.
It was. I was totally freaking out. I'm like saying, guys, what's going on? But they wouldn't say a word. And so then the next thing you know, the van stops. They haul me out. It was pitch black from my perspective. They took me into this room. They put me into a chair. They took some zip ties and zip tied my hands behind my back to this chair and zip.
Are you sure you were dealing with the FBI here? This sounds like a group of common thugs. Anybody could have just done this to you.
I guess they could have, but I mean, who would have known what we were talking, other than like the 43 or so people in the chat room? And who else would have known what I was talking about?
But they were addressing you about the pandemic, about your statements.
That's the next part of this story, because all during this time they didn't mention a word. I was asking, I was begging and pleading to say what the heck was going on, but they would say nothing. And then finally, after I was all zip tied to this chair, they pulled the sack off of my head, and then they started interrogating me about the whole coronavirus thing. And I'm thinking, and I said, "Hey, look, no, you're talking about the phone call, the Mormon talk. No, that was just a joke, man. I was only kidding. I've never been a biomedical courier. Pretty much everything I confessed to the two of you guys." But they would have none of it. And just like you see in the movies, from out of the darkness somewhere comes this large, muscular dude, and then he just, without asking any questions, he just takes a couple swings at me, just hits me right in the jaw, left and right, over and over. And I'm like, stop. But no, I felt my teeth getting loose. I felt blood coming.
Are you serious?
It was awful. It was. I mean, even now the pain is still throbbing. Even now I have to take medication just to, be able to make it through. I mean, maybe it's a blessing I couldn't call in last time, because you might not have even recognized my voice. I was so busted.
Are you sure that wasn't the KGB or something? That might have been the Russians.
You know what? Just real quick.
What?
I just want to take some...
Yeah.
Okay, to whomever it was in the chat, or if it were multiple of you, that took what even Jason said was just his, he was trying to be jovial about a very, a hard thing we're all going through to make some fun out of it and make it, into something more bearable. But someone had to take that and call the cops on him. And this is the fruit of your labor. This is what happened. This is not a joking or laughing matter you know who you are in the chat. For whoever did this, a man was beat, a man was put in a sack, a man was traumatized, and his teeth were loosened. I'm serious. I really want whoever you are, just to understand that actions have consequences. And I'm sorry, Jason. You keep going. I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
They do have consequences, and whoever did that to me, I would like you to be totally ashamed of yourself for that, because pain is pain, and I have a very low pain threshold. So, they started asking me, so what date and what time did you pour out the coronavirus samples? Like, wait, that never happened. That wasn't me. I never did that. And they asked over and over again, and then in spite of how much I insisted, they wouldn't listen to me. They didn't believe me. So the next thing I know, somebody else comes up and they hooked up jumper cables to my nipples. And then after that, they took the other ends of the jumper cables, and on a dolly they wheeled in this semi-truck battery.
That was
tapping and touching the other ends of the jumper cables to the terminal. And it was an extremely shocking experience, literally and figuratively.
It was not
so painful. So painful.
There's no way that could be the United States FBI.
I can see that in my head.
Horrible.
I can picture it all in my head, and I hope everyone else is, because
yeah, exactly. So having jumper cables hooked to your nipples is an incredibly painful experience. I would not recommend it to anyone. And then after that, I guess they must have thought that didn't work, because you've seen those TV shows where you've got a doctor who's trying to revive somebody who's flatlined.
Yes.
And they take out those paddles, and they rub the paddles together, and they apply to the guy's chest, and his back is arched. What do they call those paddles?
It's like sterno shock, I think.
Does anybody in the chat room know what they call those paddles?
Delectrofibrill. Hold on.
What's that?
I'm trying to remember. It's Delectro something. I'm sorry. Why? Well, Dr. Shades, this is unbelievable news. So you were in the hospital last week.
So I guess they decided the jumper cables didn't work. So while leaving the jumper cables on, they took those revived from the dead paddles.
Yeah.
They put them on your
they
chest,
paddled
and
you.
They applied them to my testicles. And it was awful. I would not recommend that to anyone. It was terrible. And then once they did that, and even I thought that was bad. I thought that they had reached the depths of their depravity, but no. Even after that, another guy came out, took this knitting needle, and he took some what do you call it? Like a Leatherman tool, and he clipped off the tip of it, took out his pocket knife, sharpened it, and then inserted it into my urethra. And it was awful.
Dr. Shades,
the pain was unbearable.
Unbearable. I'm extremely sorrowful for what has happened to you over the past little bit. But please, can we keep the language a little bit softer, a little less graphic for our younger audiences?
I'm sorry. I'll do my best. I'll clean up my language. But fortunately, they only had. After all that, they had one more torment to apply to me. Even though I was begging, I was just at the point of letting just making up anything just to get them to stop. But after that, they took a metal tent stake, and then took a blowtorch, and they heated up the tent stake until it was almost white hot, and then they inserted it into my.
You don't need.
We understand.
Yeah. We understand.
Do you want me to?
Where
you do?
I understand where you're going with that, and where they were going with that. I think that all of us are having a hard time.
That's a lot to take in right now.
The picture is clear in my head, and I just I'm so sorry that happened, because I don't know if I should say because of our show, but nonetheless, we are so sorry that some complete, absolute buffoon, some complete just juvenile walnut, just beanbag peddling, just complete, I'm sorry to say this word, but complete moron would do that, would cause harm to you. And I'm so sorry. And if there's anything we can do.
Oh, just the fact that you're kindly listening to me, and the fact that I can tell you're on my side at this.
Absolutely, 100%.
I needed a friend. I really,
absolutely. Brett and I are here for you forever.
Thank you so much. I didn't know how long they would keep me there, but after they had done this and went away for a while, maybe they went to sleep or something, then came back and, I don't know how long they left me there, but later one of them came in and said, "Hey, you're in luck. Some idiot is going on a hunger strike to try to get you free, and we don't need the bad publicity. So whoever this person is on the hunger strike, well, that was your ticket out of here. So we don't want this liability. What's done is done.
Wow.
So, all right, we're done with you." So
that's
they put
brave.
That's the sack back over my head. They clipped off the flexi cuffs or whatever they were, and then they finally marched me back into what I was assuming.
Poured you out of the sack back into where you were.
Dropped me off in my weakened, beaten up state to my front door, and then just drove away. And luckily, my wife came out and she saw me there, wondering where the heck I was, and she says, "Well, what the heck happened to you?" And so I tried to explain. She says, "Oh, well, at least you're back, so count your blessings, right?"
Dr. Shades, this is crazy.
So whoever did this to me, I hope you're proud of yourself. I really hope you're proud of yourself for what I had to go through.
That is atrocious.
This was not a picnic. This is not. So basically, my advice for everyone else is please don't make a joke about unleashing a global pandemic, because it will not go over well. There is a price to be paid.
And people need to learn how to take a joke. That's my stance right now. People need to learn how to take a joke and not take everything so seriously that you have to just come.
Well, I didn't think the joke was very funny.
A witch hunt to someone who, is a good person, and you're overlooking all their good traits because of one small thing that was misunderstood. And you know what? Look what happened to Jason over this. And I'm so sorry, Jason. I know you live in the area. If there's anything I can do to bring you, we don't have any leftover corn, but
I was just too weakened and too damaged to make it to that event. I really wanted to, but
we saw that you RSVP'd.
I'm sorry.
We saw that you RSVP'd a while back. But you didn't show up.
But that's my excuse. I hope you accept my excuse.
I 100% accept your excuse. And
thanks.
You know what, Brett? Let's see if we can get Ryan Shoup and the boys to come visit Dr. Shades and give a private song.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We can try.
So great. I would.
Are you in the hospital still? Are you still in the hospital?
Guys. Thank you for your caring and concern. That is. I knew I could count on you two. I knew I could. You did not fail to pull through for me.
It's the least we can do.
I appreciate this.
It's the least we can do. We can bring corn. We can bring Ryan Shoup and the gang.
Well, okay. Well, don't promise that.
I promise it, Brett.
Oh well.
I promise it. I know those men are good men, and that they would rush to Dr. Shades if they could picture what happened to him in their heads too. They would help.
Nice,
I think you're right.
Hey, I like corn, but it might have to be creamed corn because I'm having a really difficult time with solid foods right now.
We understand. We understand.
Consider it done.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this phone call. I appreciate you taking the time. It is so good to hear from you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shades. I'm sorry for your harrowing event. That was really
not your fault.
I can't believe you had to experience something like that. Well,
okay,
to your speedy recovery, I'm praying for you.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to head back to bed now. So thank you, and I appreciate your time.
Good rest.
So have a great evening, you two. Appreciate it.
Good night, Jason.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, what a sobering note to leave off of tonight.
Yes, there's no way that could be the America FBI. because they wouldn't do that. That must have been like Apple or something, like communicating with the Russians or
maybe
or something.
Because just the jumper cables is
that was too much.
I don't know. And you know what? One more message to whoever did that, to whoever these people are, whether you're the FBI or the CIA or the thugs. You know what? Why don't you just come talk to me about it? Okay? Because I have some words for you, and here they are. That is wrong. That was absolutely uncalled for, and you got it wrong. This man is innocent. You didn't need to use the methods that you did. It's absolutely wrong and unacceptable, and I think that you guys are all just a big load of corn husks. Okay? You're just you're a bunch of used disposable beans. Okay? And I want you all to know that. And I have no regret. I'm not splashing the show. It's the truth. And I hope you all are ashamed of yourselves, and I hope the one who caused this harm and called these people to go down on Dr. Shades, unacceptable. I hope that you understand. Anyway,
how can you sleep at night?
Anyway, thank you everyone for coming with us on this journey through talents of wonderful people. We got through the difficult times, the thorns and the thickets and the thistles. We got through it. We were able to march on without without letting it spoil the show, the fake talents. And you know what? We're very, very glad that we could have our first talent talk here on YouTube. Please, if you haven't already, press the subscribe button so you can join the Mormon Talk family and join us every Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Or if you're here in Utah with us, that would be 8 o'clock currently, Mountain Daylight Time. So anyway, my name's Carson O'Kimball.
And I'm Brett O'Call. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all of your contributions tonight.
And we hope that you we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you for watching Mormon Talk. Please follow us and enable notifications to be alerted when we're on the air next. God be with you till we meet again.
Till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, God be with you till we meet.
Thank you for watching Mormon Talk.
Look at me and say,
please follow us and enable notifications to be alerted when we're on the air next. God be with you till we meet again.
Till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, God be with you till we meet.
Oh, I'm gonna sack him up. Sack him backwards.
Thank you for watching Mormon Talk. Please follow us and enable notifications to be alerted when we're on the air next. God be with you till we meet again.
Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. God be with you till we meet again.
Thank you for watching Mormon Talk. Please follow us and enable notifications to be alerted when we're on the air next. God be with you till we meet again.
Riker Rickelman gets.
I forgot to put on the Club Penguin after party for everyone to see. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I almost had forgotten, and I hope that whoever wants to stick around and watch will watch. Mary Jane, it says, watch the Club Penguin saga. The
Elder
rest of the
Rickelman's Club
story,
Penguin
if
Mormon
you will.
Mission Part 4.
I'm going to go ahead and full
First
screen
off,
it. How about
I
that?
just wanted to say thank you for the support of this series. This episode is special because I found some royalty-free LDS music that I can use for these videos, so that will add the spirit in, that much more. Love you all, and a special shout out to C. Kimball. Elder Kimball is awakened by the shrill sound of the alarm clock. He yawns and stretches.
Good morning, Elder Rickelman. Huh?
Elder Kimball notices that Elder Rickelman is nowhere to be seen.
What the?
Elder Kimball sees a crisp white letter for him sitting on the table.
It's from Elder Rickelman.
Elder Kimball
Oh
picks
no,
up the letter,
I don't know if I
takes a
put
deep
this in the
breath, and
wrong
reads the
order
letter
or
with
not.
Elder Rickelman's tender voice in
If
his
I
mouth.
did,
Elder Kimball.
I'm so sorry.
That time has
oh
come
my
for our transfers, and we will meet our new companions. I am bad at goodbyes, so I shall leave as quietly as I came. I just wanted to leave you with one last thing. This work is true. There are no goodbyes for us. For, wherever I shall go you shall all be in my jar, and in my heart. Elder Rickelman.
Elder Kimball forgot that today was the day they were transferring. He is devastated. He quickly breaks out in tears.
Why I?
Elder Kimball sobs, loses control of his knees, and collapses onto the floor. His tears slide down from his cheeks into his ears, making it very uncomfortable. He curls up into a ball and wishes it never had come to this. Elder Kimball travels to the ski lodge, the area where he was transferred. Here, he will meet his new companion. Elder Kimball arrives at the ski lodge, and waddles to the big cushy chair, to wait for his new companion. Elder Call arrives, and it takes him a few moments before he picks Elder Kimball out in the crowd.
Are you Elder Kimball?
Yes.
Well, hello. It's so great to meet you. I am Elder Call.
Well, wonderful.
It's nice to finally meet you.
We must stick together and serve the Lord.
Agreed, Elder.
Guys, I'm going to fix
It is
this,
nice
I promise.
to see. Getting a new companion.
Hold on.
I agree.
I'm so sorry.
I have only
I
had
did
one
this
companion.
wrong. I'm so sorry.
You are my second.
I'm going to fix this. I accidentally put part 4 of the saga. There's 4 parts in total. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to for the after show, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all of them together. So if anyone wants to stick around and watch the saga, please continue to do so. I'm sorry for my snafu. And it'll be here as soon as I can possibly make it very soon.